YouTube didn't get a go live. I said I needed 10 minutes. 10 minutes ago. Oh god. I said I needed 10 minutes 10 minutes ago. I feel somewhat bad. I should probably put Discord on streamer mode. Where's streamer mode? I'm so unprepared. I don't stream for 2 weeks and my whole life changed. Uh, yeah, people were replying to stuff happening, Gleamy. It wasn't you. I just hadn't clicked go live. There's a Webtoon ad before my video. Take a screenshot. Someone tell Sim to take a screenshot. I need a screenshot of every time a Webtoon ad plays on my videos. I need a screenshot or screen record it. Your character's face. We're not doing faces today. I just fucked up my thumbnail. The agenda. Someone DM'd me. We're not doing faces today. I just fucked up my thumbnail because I didn't want to change it. Let me actually change it. Let me just change it to something else. Anything else but what it currently is. Anything else but what it currently is. I'm going to try and tier list every Webtoon platform today. I don't think there's like a lot to say about all of them. There's a lot to say about all of them. But I just how do I say this? I don't think I feel like everybody's favorites are not going to end up doing as well as they probably want them to, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I should probably tweet that I'm streaming though. Guys, when will I get good at social media? Like one day, right? One day I will literally post everything on time and will actually do what I'm supposed to do. Until I am done. That day is today. S tier webtoon based on the stonks. I wish I could. I wish I could S tier webtoon. That would be funny. Try watch me trash Comic Fury. I I've really tried to. Okay, look, I'm not gonna just trash it. I'm going to listen to you. If you really want to tell me something about if you really want to tell me something about Comic Fury. If you really want to fight for it, you can DM me. I'll call you. You'll tell me your arguments for Comic Fury, and I will tell you why you're wrong. But it's okay. I will listen to them. I'm nothing if not a benevolent god. Nintendo's thanks for the follow, Nintendo Switch Twitch. Comic platforms aren't your friends, indeed. Oh yeah, it is Pride Month. Everybody, happy Pride Month. Yay. Perhaps. Perhaps it is a happy Pride Month. You're willing to vouch for them? All right, Sam. You know, when I get to them, you can talk to me about them. Okay? I went script pride, I went straight for sloth. Okay, shut up. uh I'm a simple man. I just want to see a platform where I could see. I just want a platform where I could see where I last read up to in a comic, subscribe to comics, and to bookmark pages. Comic Fury has so many problems. What do you mean it would be perfect if you could upload bigger pics? The upload process is the least of its problems. I'm going to, you know what? We're going to start it today. We're going to talk about it today. I'm going to talk about two things that I think are really important to bring up, because I feel like all of you have the worst perception of what a good platform is. Like you are all wrong about this somehow. Simultaneously, a dozen people are wrong about this, and I don't know how. I don't know how you all wake up, go to bed wrong, but you do. You do, and it's crazy to me. you all wake up and go to bed completely unimaginably wrong. How did someone live like this? Like I said that fully knowing that I've started a fight. I feel nothing. I don't even feel bad about it. Don't even vaguely. I was right to say that. I was completely right to say that. I need to. Why am I looking at chat through this? I have like a whole widget that I've worked on as well to look at chat, and I'm looking at chat in the worst way possible. Like taking up a whole screen for this. Okay. Okay. I know you published your sequel, Basil. I saw it. I need to buy the book actually. Did you? I didn't do the baking stream yet. I will do the baking stream, um, this month. I'm gonna be so real with you, guys. I got really sick. I came back today from the hospital. I got really sick, and it was really bad. We all thought we thought it was Jover. I thought it was Jover at least. I'm okay. Turns out I just need to eat salt, so that's fun. I was at the hospital most of this week. That's where I've been. That's why I've not been around. I've been so sick. I've been so sick. Unfortunately, I don't have lupus, Basil. Um, I'm okay though. I didn't tell you, Requiem. I told nobody. I told my boss at my job, and that's it. I told nobody, and then I walked out. I went out for my life. I'm sorry, I have a problem. But yeah, I could have completely died and none of you would have known. Yeah, I was. I love the Requiem reaction of I'm sick. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. The reason is because I wasn't sure anything was wrong first. Everything seemed kind of fine. Especially post what happened. Like, I can tell you, it's not that big of a deal. I just had a really, I just had a really bad like reaction. I'm really picking my words here, right? I had a really bad reaction. Didn't really know how to deal with it. Didn't really want to talk about it because I was a little worried about like freaking people out in case it was nothing. And so I wanted to talk about it, and then I just never did. And especially because I started feeling fine-ish afterwards, and I did my checks, and it turns out like I am actually completely fine. I'm completely fine. I'm no, that's a lie. I'm not completely fine, but there's things I need to change to be fine. But I'm mostly fine. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not saying anything. It is my fault, and I will accept one punishment from chat. Chat can levy one punishment against me, a singular punishment, and then you will be you will have that. I will take it. I won't even complain. I won't even Amogus. What? Like I play Among Us on stream. Baking stream is going to be this month. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Baking stream is a guaranteed though. Place Webtoon F tier as a meme. Saying 10 things that you are great about you. Oh my god. I sound like give me 6 terabytes. Requiem, shut up. I don't care. Wait, wear a Mogus costume? Wait, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. You guys want me to play? Guys, this is not a gaming channel. This is a fucking. This is not a gaming YouTube channel. What do you mean? Wait, what is Sim's idea? 10 great things. I don't know. Does your cat have a name in my stream pick? My cat's name is Clover. My cat's name is Clover. My cat isn't a person, by the way. That's not like my cat is a person. My cat isn't a cat. My cat's a person. The cat in my thing is a representation of a human being. Streamers are free to use waifu VTuber for one episode. You guys really want to ruin my life. All right, fine. I'll do the VTuber. I'll do the VTuber. I'll play. Okay, fine. I'll play a game in the Discord. I actually wanted to play Phasmophobia for a bit, so whatever. I do. You know I don't hate Lore Olympus, right? You know I don't hate Lore Olympus. Like, I actually think it's quite interesting. It's kind of a fascinating thing to me because it's a product of hard work and bad marketing. I should do that. I should talk about that one day. I need to talk about how Lore Olympus is the product of a very, very talented creator, a very intelligent person who just drew the short end of the marketing stick from a bad company. Because I don't think anything's wrong with the comic. I think people have certain expectations of the comic based on the marketing they've seen on the comic that doesn't come from her. For me, this really came to a head when, if you guys look in Comics Conversation in the Discord, if you're in the Discord, join it. Um, in the Comics Conversation channel, I posted a screenshot of the marketing of Bastard. Um, and yeah, I'm not going to convince anyone that it's good because I don't like it. I just don't hate it. I think it's like good, and like it's a product. It's a good product. It's a good product of a lot of effort. But like, I just don't. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. I don't like a lot of comics. I just don't hate them. I think people think me not liking them equals me hating them. I really don't. I just don't like some things, and I have no like strong feelings on them because I think that they're what they are. Yeah, like Hika's mentioning a few things there. Some subplots go nowhere, and it feels like it's plotted as it goes, and that's kind of the problem, right? Of like serialized content. I don't think it's really like any individual creator's fault. Serialized content just has these issues where what it does is it basically like acts like a spider. It draws a web, and then when you draw out the web, people can like latch onto certain parts of it, and you as a writer have to figure out the parts people latch onto the most and kind of go from there. Anyway, let me make this tweet. What am I fucking doing? Like, applies. Like, I love how I completely forgot to do this because I was talking to you people. My chat. Guys, I've made the tweet. Go blow up the tweet. Get on that web at webcomics underscore hub Twitter account and blow up them tweets, baby. This is this is why, guys. This is why. No. Oh my God, Requiem! Stop making me use Blue Sky. Stop making me use Blue Sky. I hate it there. It's not fun. Nothing happens. There is no drama on the Busky app, but I'll make the post. It's all good. Guys, this is who bullies me into using Blue Sky, by the way. There is no drama on the Busky app. I want drama, all right? I want to open my Twitter and watch the world explode around me. I literally use Twitter because it's bad. I use it because it's terrible. It's been my favorite platform from the beginning, all the way from back when Rihanna would start beefing with people on Twitter till now. I'm I'm old school. This is my home. Real. Yeah, Twitter was great from the beginning. You guys don't remember when Twitter was like fucking weird? When that one guy stole the Pepsi account and refused to give it back? And we found out, and then Twitter had to make rules that allowed them to just steal the account and give it to Pepsi. Like, it was crazy, dude. Oh, the person who owned at A trying to sell it for like $1 million or something stupid. Oh, the good old days. The good old days. Now we have nothing. Because the at A account is suspended. Lol. I just went to check. I was like, is King still here? The at A account used to be my favorite. Like, there was a whole thing. I think he was trying to sell the username for like 2 million, like $1 million or something, and then he got blocked. So you can't have at A anymore. Or I think I don't know if at B is still around. Let me see. Is B still around? No, B's gone too. Are all the letters gone? Oh my God, all the letters are gone. All the letters are gone. Oh no, this is the worst. No, wait, Z is still here. At Z is still here. Let's go, Zach. Please don't be a Nazi. We still got F. We got at F. Let me see. Oh, we still got at F. Let's go, Fred. Let's go. Please don't be a Nazi. I'm begging you. Let's go, Fred. My boy. Truly a king among men. We got at F, we got at B, we got at Z. I think we only have a few of the letters. Everyone else tried to sell their accounts and got banned. Anyway, I should probably start the stream, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. Actually, you know what? I don't think I will. By the way, guys, can you all type POG in chat, like capital P, then OG in chat, please? Just everybody all at once. Let's go! It works! It works! I want to see if it works on YouTube. Oh, no, not all caps. Capital P. Okay, Kiki did it right. Kiki's the only one who did it right. I'm glad it all works. I was trying to make sure all my I got like more emojis for the channel. So I was trying to make sure they all work. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. You're all the best. You're all the best. You all wrote it wrong. Thank you. Yeah, I love Pog. We also have we have what god Omega lol. If you write all caps Omega lol LUL for lol. We have that. It's not all caps POG. It's capital P then like regular ONG. We don't have cat dance. Oh yeah, we do. We have Omega lol. Let's go. Let's go, gamers. Let's fucking go. By the way, can I just? I'm gonna like. Let me just do like a quick thing. Okay. Okay. Never. I feel like the Webcomics Hub YouTube account is like the biggest self-owned of all times because you go to the homepage and look at my fucking homepage. It's not like us. Fire like some fucking tech shit, right? Um, $1 million baby memes. Because I've been watching so many of them, and then apparently this new Eminem song I'm not gonna listen to. What I wanted to say is like, guys, the last video has 2K views. That to me, this is huge. Like, this is like massive. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like I'm a very small channel. But the last video getting 2,000 views, the video before that getting 1,000 views. I literally have 2 videos ready now that are gonna come out soon. About the last stream. I have 2, maybe one will come out and the other will come out later. But like, I just thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Like I know you guys really support me, and I really appreciate that you do, especially this much. Anyway, that's what we're here for. Not enough of me being a sap, being a nerd, being a simp, being making waves. Making Rogue Dreamer. Okay, sorry, I had got a text. My brain is made of mush. Something distracts me, I'm done. Anyway, so we've got a tier list to look at today. We've got work. We got work to be doing, kids. We have to tier list all the webcomics. If you know any platforms that I don't have, tell me. I'll add them right now. But before we do any of that, I kind of want to have a quick conversation with y'all. Just a really quick one. Really, really quick one. I feel, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you guys have like a very weird perception of what a good webcomic platform should be. And I'm not saying that to be like a dickhead. I'm saying that because I genuinely believe that. Because sometimes the things that you guys say to me tells me that I think you all have really strange perceptions. Tells me you all have really strange perceptions of what a good platform is. Let me just find my goddamn. Where's my drawing pen? I need to like do a fucking missing Saturday AM. I'm missing Saturday AM. Are we counting Saturday AM? Okay, sure. Let's get there, logo. God, why is it a foot? Why is it a foot? Like, it just right now is not the era for the foot. Right now is not the era for the foot. I'm sorry. It's not even their fault. They didn't know what was gonna happen. Dilly Hub is in there. Dilly Hub is in there. I got their logo here. That's them here. That's them there. We added the foot. The Nickelodeon Studios vibe, man, it's all over the place. Oh my god, where's my drawing pad? What did I do with it? I'm literally the most I've been. My desk is so disorganized because I've not been here for days, and so like It just isn't where everything should be. Why did it duplicate the icons? Oh, I must have like dragged and dropped everything. Oh no. Did it get the foot though? Okay, cool. It doesn't. I don't even know how I would. I'm just gonna reset it. I'm just gonna reset it. Let's get everything. Let's get everything in. So that's 21. I think the only ones I'm missing are Webtoon's logo, Instagram's logo. Am I missing anyone else? I feel like that's everybody. There should be like 24 images here. I feel like I'm not missing anyone. Yeah, that should be everyone. Boops a lot. Boops. I'm not a coward. I got them all in here. I got them all in here. I got the foot. I got everybody. Is there any other platforms I'm missing? I feel like there's nothing else. Is there any other real platforms I'm missing? Okay, nothing. I can't find it. Deviant art. I don't think Newgrounds counts anymore. But you know what? Sure, I'll do that. I'll do Newgrounds. I don't count. I count Tumblr. I don't count. I don't know if Newgrounds still counts. Oh, the Newgrounds boy. Tumblr still counts. It's GlobalComix is there. Yeah. Tumblr counts. I think. I would say Tumblr counts. TikTok, I don't count. I'm sorry. I don't think. I think TikTok's purpose is not like TikTok's purpose is not proliferating images, so I don't count it. Like it does it sometimes, but I don't really think that's the point. DeviantArt I count for sure. I'm counting DeviantArt because friend of the show and fan, um, what you call it, Sajil's husband got their job through that. So, um, God, why did I just type DeviantArt? Like I really wanted to get myself banned on YouTube. I just typed the word DeviantArt. You know, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this logo. Twitter doesn't count. I don't think Twitter counts. Personally, at least, I don't think Twitter counts. Anyway, so we got the last three. I think that's everyone. That's everyone now. I think we got all of them. Okay, cool. Let's like have a quick conversation about what makes a good platform. Winamp skins. I still get this. I'd still get this. I think that for a lot of people, and maybe this is just me, but I think for a lot of people, a good webcomic platform is something that like has a really good experience for them as the creative. And I completely understand that. I get where that comes from. As misguided as I think it is, I do understand why you all think that one thing that is incredibly wrong, right? But hear me out. I'm here to like propose a radical new idea. That is, a platform doesn't have to be good for you for it to be a good platform. I know that's a crazy idea. I'm like basically asking you. I'm basically saying like treason here. I'm talking out of my ass a little bit. But like, here's what I think. I think a good platform has a few things going for it. I think a good platform has a good UX user experience for readers. So a great reader experience. I'm using my mouse, forgive me. So the reader experience needs to be really good. I think that the ability to engage with content. So engagement needs to be really high. It needs to be really easy and really and pushed a lot, right? I think a platform needs really good engagement systems. And I'll get onto why I think that's really important in a second. And I think that finally, and like this is the last one, a good platform can provide multitudes of content that people want, which often means being able to support varied looking stuff. So supporting like varied content, varied content. I'm writing it with my mouse. This sucks. Where's my pen? I'm fighting for my life, guys. Anyway, so let me get onto each one. The reader experience is like for me the golden standard. You need to have that, right? Every not really. Like they lose on like two out of three of these. Um, the reader experience needs to be very it needs to be very good. Actually, no. One last one. One last one. I have one last one. Makes fucking money. makes money. So the reader experience needs to be good because here's the thing: readers have a very low tolerance for new stuff. Like readers have a very low tolerance for new experiences, new software, new anything. Right? I am one of the people. Well, I'm one of the people who like is really bad at like maintaining really really bad because I use lots of different software all at the same time, and I don't really care if it's like the best software or the worst software, right? But for most users, they don't want to do that. Most users don't want to even fucking think about what they're using. They want to be able to open a piece of software and have it work and then leave. One of the reasons why Webtoon does so well with readers because is the first glance test. Open if you all have your phones with you and you're not watching me on your phone, open the Webtoon app. If you're watching me on your phone, open the Webtoon website and just give it a quick look. Right? Webtoon is really good at looking good in the first 10 seconds. Like it just is. It's very clear that hey, I've got all this kinds of content. Hey, just click on one of these and you can read. Hey, you know, there's a lot of stuff here. It gives you that feeling almost immediately with zero delay or anything. And I think that's one of the reasons why Webtoon has basically been very successful, even though when it started, while it wasn't the only one, it wasn't even the best one. It was just doing really well because it had a great first moment. Like you dropped in and everything was different. Webtoon is also really good at showing readers that there's going to be a lot of content that they've never seen. As much as readers like comfort, as much as users like comfort, in my experience, users also like to feel like they're experimenting. Um, a great example of that is manga websites, like manga scanlation websites. If you go on anywhere like Manga Dex, I want to open Manga Dex, but if you open Manga Dex, it's like a 10% chance of seeing like pseudo porn. I don't want to deal with that right now. If you open MangaDex or you open like any of the manga scanlation sites like Manga Rock, whatever, they give you the feeling of there's a lot of content. They also give you the feeling of here's a great way to experiment. In fact, I'm going to prove this by opening my website of choice when I was growing up. Is this still open? Let me actually see. I'm going to Google this before I click on it. Is it still a website? No, this is not a website anymore. Okay. Is Manga Fox gone? No. Okay. Well, we'll just open one of the other ones. Manga Fox is like my number one website. But let's open this one. This is a manga scanlation site, Manganello. I'm not vouching for any of them. But here's a great thing Manganello does when you show up for the reader experience. Oh, look, a bunch of content. This is all the content we have. Oh, look, you can read anything new on Manganello right now. Look at all the things that you can read. So here's all the stuff that we got that's doing well. Here's all the things you can go read. For the reader, they've shown up on a platform that says, here's all the content I've got. Here's new stuff you can experience. A lot of manga websites used to have this button you could press called shuffle, where it will just take you to a random one that you've never seen before. And they also always have like a new manga section. You guys see what I'm talking about from the reader section? From the reader perspective? Here's a new place I am. Here's all the content. Here's stuff I've never seen before. I can spend the next 2 days here. I can spend the next week here, I can spend the next month here. The next thing that is really valuable for a platform, in my opinion, is engagement. Engagement is kind of a two-way street. Um, this comes from my experience with YouTube and Blip.tv and earlier content platforms, even Newgrounds, is that you need some way for a user to be able to express an opinion, whether it's good or bad. Bad is not always necessary, but good is always necessary. You just need to feel like they can show up somewhere and feel something about it and that it can be reflected to the person making it. Because for a lot of users, people engaging with content, people watching stuff, right? They want to feel like they have an impact on the thing that they've engaged with. Because when they read or watch something, it's going to energize them. It's going to make them feel like, wow, this is really important. I should tell someone about it. I should talk about it. I should whatever, right? And for readers who are in that position, not being able to like tell somebody, hey, this is dog shit. Hey, this is amazing. Hey, friend, I hope you're doing good, buddy. Hey, this is amazing. Hey, this is dog shit. Hey, I really don't like this thing. And not being able to do that really stresses out a lot of can really stress out or like demoralize a reader because they basically are engaging with something where there is no back and forth, where the user will never know the creator will never know how they felt about any of this. And like, I think that matters too. Disagree with me if you will. Disagree with me if you want to. I think that's fair, but I think that matters a lot in my personal experience. Readers need to interact, and also creators love interactions. It doesn't matter if the creator deserves it or not. I feel like a lot of platforms think that the creator needs to earn the interaction from the user. No, that's not how that fucking works. The creator should work and make something that is good that can earn a reaction from a user, but the platform needs to give the creator a reaction. They need to give the creator feedback because from the creator's perspective, they need to feel like their effort meant something. Basil, get over the voting ad. Anyway, they need to feel like their effort means something. They need to feel like their effort means something. I think it's almost better if users interact with each other and not just with the creators. I agree, Rosie. People love it when there's a community. They love it when there's a community that they can like engage with and they can like back and forth with. Nobody wants a community that feels isolated. So that's like the other thing, right? Not only do you want to be able to tell the creator, hey, you got feedback from people. You want to be able to tell the the other readers, hey, other people are having thoughts about this as well. As much as people like to pretend like you that they don't like to argue on the internet, they do. We all like arguing on the internet. It's why we all argue on the internet. I don't really know what to say about that one. Like, I've never met anybody who doesn't want to argue on the internet, who hasn't engaged in a level of argument on the internet. And like, I think that's just normal. I think the sense that the creator can see what commenters talk about affects the amount of interaction. That's a theory of mine. I think to some extent creators want to know that information. From my own work and my own like conversations with creators and the research I've done on like um, statistics for creators, creators just want to feel the impact of a reader. They don't really care how they feel the impact. It seems, but you know, there's everyone's different. Everyone's got different levels. And then the next thing is supporting varied content. What I'm trying to get at with this one is like a lot of platforms railroad their content spaces, and we'll get into what that is when I get to the platform in question that really makes me think about it. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to just show you the website so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is VoiceMe. We're going to talk about them with more detail later. But VoiceMe has this really consistent tendency to make you feel like they only make one type of thing. I think you're all noticing it. And if you join a website like this, what do you expect to be read here? Like, just tell me, guys, real talk. What genre of content do you think is on this website? Like, just don't think about any other thing. And let's not do color theory. Let's not do what genre of content is on this website? Action. It's action. It looks like there's action everywhere. Everything is an action content. Everything is shown in. Everything looks like a very specific, predictable line of content, right? If we go on like Webtoon, and you know, we have a lot of experience with them, so like, you know, we'll give them that. Or if we go on Webtoon and we kind of give the website a moment, what do you think is on this website? Just from the top level view. This banner that's supposed to be changing isn't changing, but let's give it a chance of changing. It's changing, and you see that it's got fantasy. You've seen some romance around. You see, you know, a few different types of content. You guys are seeing what I'm getting at a little bit. There's just a few things going on. There's more than one genre of content going on. And like romance is there. You see people talking mystery, some people talking fantasy, some people talking couple. Okay, you're just talking about the romance. Like, I'm not going to pretend like they don't have a bias. They do. They have a lot of romance. But I think for the average user, especially back when this all started, it was very easy to see lots of different things on Webtoon. You would come in and you would open up and you would see 6, 7, 8 different types of comics, and you would be like, okay, there's a few things on here. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that kind of matters. Oh yeah, there's an Ava's Demon banner. You know, we love to see it for her. Anyway, and then the final one is makes money. This one, nobody seems to ever think about. Guys, I need to say this to you right now. If your platform is not making money, if the platform you are supporting, if you're working with, is not making money, has no plans to make money, and has no realistic ability or future ability to make money, you need to be really fucking worried. Because when right now they're your friend, they're aligned with you because they're making money. They're in the growth phase, so they don't have to make money yet. They only have to make you comfortable to stay there so they can make money. This is like what Webtoon used to. It's what every platform does. They're in their growth phase, so they give you stuff. This is why when Uber started, all the costs were really low. They give you stuff. What happens when they give you so much stuff is one day they'll give you enough things, and you will have nowhere else to go, and then they will sit there and go, "Huh, we got him. We got him by the balls. Take it away. We own them now. Where are they gonna go? Like, where could they possibly go?" You know what I'm saying? That's like that's the point that you need to be the most wary of, in my opinion. When a platform doesn't seem to have any way of making money, doesn't seem to have any way of having any long term cash, it will engage in shitification. If it has no way where it makes money by supporting you, like genuinely making money by supporting you, it will inshitify itself. Webtoon didn't make money for a really long time. And when it started making money, it was making money in like two regions and still not in the US. Like it breaks even in the US as far as I can see on every book that they've got. It breaks even in the US. And so like you don't get to have a platform that is good. You don't get to have a website that is good if that website has no process of making money that is in tandem with you as a creator. As in, let's say the website has like a system where people pay to read every chapter, like the Webtoon Factory does, right? Which is a French Webtoon platform that I didn't put on the list, but they do exist. Let's say the Webtoon Factory, as they sell every chapter for an amount of money, they make money every time a creator releases content. And so they know that they should be pushing creators to release content so that they can make money from those creators, and vice versa, they can pay those creators. You see how that relationship is like a circle, right? That's a good thing, in my opinion. A bad thing is, oh, don't worry about it, guys. We'll pay you $2,000 this month. Oh, where do we get the money from? Our big parent company gives us all the money. That's what Twitch used to do. And then as soon as Twitch had like the most market share in streaming, they just became assholes immediately. Immediately. They worked really hard to get the Korean market because they knew it was really important for gaming. And the moment they didn't need it anymore, and the moment they knew Koreans would just go watch Twitch.tv on like regular Twitch, they just went, fuck it. We'll deal with the L. The moment they knew they didn't need to support people anymore, they didn't support people. So, like, that's normally how enshittification goes. Platform doesn't really make money from you. They're hoping to get to a point where they can use you to make money for themselves, but like not make money with you. Does that make sense? Am I clear? Anyone confused or maybe disagrees with me so far? Because perhaps I've been wrong. Perhaps I have been stupid. Like I would like to be called out at this point. At this point, no one's calling me out. Everyone's good. Great. So those are the four categories I think matter the most to a platform. And I think that a lot of creators think it's about like um about a lot of creators think it's about like, oh, the platform is good for me to use. I'm gonna be so real with you as creators. You guys will use garbage. I have seen you guys do this. You guys have used garbage for years and you didn't give a shit. Like it's not bad that they make money. It's bad that they make money at your expense. It's only good if the way they make money is in tandem with you as a creator. So like, same. Let's say every time you get your comic read, Webtoon gets $1 from an ad. They don't even get that much money. But let's pretend they got that much money. They got $1 from an ad, right? If they could guarantee that level of money every time someone read your comic, they're making money in tandem with you. But Webtoon doesn't make that much money from your comic. So not only do they have to get the ad money from you, they have to figure out a way to turn your work into merch. They have to figure out a way to do blah, 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 blah. Essentially, until they do like 9 or 10 other things that involve consistently exploiting your IP, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean exploit, like just the word exploit in the neutral way. Exploiting your IP. Until they can do all of that, they don't make any money. And so because of that relationship, you're not like the partner with them. You're a product, if that makes sense. You think that money should come from what creators are earning and not the VC daddy. Yes, Hika, exactly that. Mutual exploitation. Thank you. Thank you, Pearl. Exactly those two things. You want that kind of relationship with your platform, with your website. Otherwise, you are going to become the product very, very quickly. And that's when you see them not giving a shit about you and only giving a shit about the ones of you that make them the most money. And figuring out how to squeeze those people for the most cash. So that's what I think a good platform requires. Those are the four things. We can remember them if we want to. And then we're going to kind of try and go over the platforms and have a little conversation about those things. So let's start with the easy ones. I'm going to do a little bit of a tier list. I'm going to add some. We're going to do a little bit of a tier list. We're going to add onto this. Let's see. Can I add a row below? Okay. Let's see. We're going to have scam here. So some of these are scams. I want to be upfront. Okay. So we're going to get to those. So we're going to do S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Let's get rid of D. Let's get rid of the D tier actually completely. S to, or do you think we need like an F tier? I'm going to add one. I believe that a platform after C is almost definitely going to be an F tier platform. So I think that once we get into that like C, let's do like this color. That like C, what you call it? F C D, like we need to put an AI slop tier. That's the scam tier. That's what the scam tier is for, love. The crypto tier? The crypto tier is the scam tier. The scam tier is where everything like that goes. Let's see, scam, NFT, crypto, AI, lol, lamau. I'm making a video right now. No one's gonna like this video. Guys, I'm making a video right now. And the video is quite literally called AI didn't steal your jobs, and neither did piracy. And like I feel like you're all gonna be so mad at me when I say AI is not bad. It will make sense in the video, but I feel like you're all gonna be so mad at me. I hope you guys give me time. Maybe my point will make sense. Maybe my point will not make sense. But it's not gonna be a bad point. It's just a very nuanced take. I'm trying to be very nuanced, and so there's words I just can't use when I'm being nuanced. But I promise it's not gonna be like stupid. It's okay. Stare at me when it comes out. You'll be proud of me, Kiki. Maybe you'll be proud of me when I write my video about being black. Not even gonna explain that one. I just worry that it will make people mad. I have to account for it. I love you guys. I don't want to make you pissed at me. My fingers on the cancel button. Cancel me. Do you know how long I've been waiting for somebody to cancel me? Ask my Requiem. Tell them how long I've been waiting to be canceled. Basil, please stop writing my video in the chat. It's could have been such a cool tool. It could have been. It could have been. We could have lived in a different world. Anyway. All right, we'll get to the video. It's gonna be an interesting one because there's a lot of research I'm doing and I'm reading about a lot of different things. And the main thing I want to focus on is oh yeah, I've been saying it for 8 years, 3 months, 2 weeks, 1 day, 40 minutes, and 10 seconds. That is an accurate count for how long I've been waiting to to get canceled. I'm still salty with them not allowing me to put GIFs on their platform. Geek Boy, you're the only comic creator who animates every comic chapter. Like, I'm still shocked that there are Tapas comics that are just one page, fully animated. It's so funny. Anyway, so let's start with an easy one. I want to do the usual suspects. So the usual suspects are Webtoon, Tapas, right now GlobalComix, the usual suspect. Do I have their logo here? I'm missing their logo. Let me upload it. I have the logo. That's the thing. So I'm not worried about that. Let's get it. GlobalComix. GlobalComix logo and NamiComi. I think these are the four. I think we all agree these four are like the current usual suspects. These are our usual suspects. I think that Tapas is an F tier right now, actually. So my reasons are pretty simple. Let's go to the Tapas website. The Tapas website is now one of the worst experiences. While it does do the thing of showing me that there's content on the website as a reader, this doesn't show me that there's a lot of content. Its navigation has gotten substantially worse. The app is substantially worse and much buggier. And generally, the experience of using Tapas has gotten bad. Everything is a little bit too condensed and compressed, and it doesn't even have a personality of its own. I feel like I'm on every other comic platform from Korea. And that to me has like affected my reader experience. Now, I will say this about Tapas. The engagement is still really good. Like Tapas has never been like the best at it. But Tapas has always been great at reminding readers to comment, leave comments. They really encourage the user experience of replying to other users and like talking to each other. And they really push the idea of liking on the app. They really want you to engage, and they do try to get you that. When you go to the community section of Tapas and you're reading content from the rest of the community, God, I hate the way this website is like two websites in one. It's truly confusing. Um, when you get to the community section, you see a lot more varied content. I wish Tapas would make community more obvious as to what it is, because it makes community seem like a whole separate thing. And because of that, as a reader, I find it very hard to navigate, even though community tends to have stuff that I, as a reader, would want, and a lot of readers would want. This bar here with all these like weird little dated events is not helpful, because I would prefer events to happen one at a time and be told like maybe a few weeks in advance, but I do appreciate that they have engagement events. I have not discussed the current Tapas contest. Um, if there's anything that bans cross posting, it's not ethical. I hate to say it. Unless the contest wants you to make original content for the contest, if it bans cross posting on the benefits of like existing content cannot be cross posted, then it's unethical. End of conversation. I'm just gonna stop that where that is. Anyway, while I appreciate that Tapas is doing like a like and comment event and is trying to push engagement, um, it's not always enough, and the confusing website layout makes right now is making engagement a little bit harder for me because I don't even want to be on the website. It does support varied content, and it makes money. It actually does make money. Like it makes a little bit of money, but it makes money. That puts it kind of in an F tier. The engagement is being pushed, but it's not really the best. Readers off you I've seen lots of creators get zero feedback, even though they've been creating for ages. And regularly your readers drop off with very little ways of getting you more engagement. Um, it does support varied content, and that's all it's got going for it. Um, and like the reader experience is shit right now, which makes me feel like it's an F. C. It's a C to F tier. I'll put it at C. Webtoon is really, really good at most of this. They even make money. Um, they make money unethically, much like Tapas, in my opinion. I say unethically. They make money in the way I don't prefer, much like Tapas. They don't support varied content. They support a very specific set of content. Their engagement systems are really good. Webtoon has some of the best engagement pushes of anyone in the comic space. You read 3 chapters, they ask you to subscribe. Um, if you read a certain amount of like, if you end a comic, they really like push the like button up to you. It used to be the only button you would see, which was a great way of getting users to really notice it. Um, and like the reader experience is fine. It's always been fine. It's never been like good or anything. So like I'm just gonna leave it at B. GlobalComix is an interesting website for me because full disclosure, I work there, but also I've made all these complaints in house, so I feel nothing about making these complaints out here. Uh, the reader experience of GlobalComix for me is mixed in that like for the most part I quite like the reader experience. It's one of my favorites. I can show you guys here. Um, when you're reading a comic on GlobalComix, you are engaging with content like really like easily. It's very easy to get into content. The reader works with most types of comics, so it has lots of varied content. The reader is really nice. To me, this is a really nice reader. I quite like this. I like the way the like cover stuff. I like where all the buttons are. It's very arranged, very clean. I like that there's a lot of additional navigation, and I love 2 page spreads for book versions of books, while also having like a system for vertical scroll. These are all things that I personally really like about a reading environment, and even my way to find the content is great. As a reader, I show up on the front page, and while this banner takes up a lot of space and basically tells me there's nothing but content from this company, which I may not even know, which is such a distraction. It makes me so it almost disengages me sometimes. When I actually do get to reading some of the stuff on the platform, you can see, especially when you click on the comics button, you can often see that there's a lot of different stuff on here. There's Digimon here, there's Invincible, there's this Love Inks and Museum Links. There's like lots of different comics. And so I don't feel railroaded into reading 1 or 2 stuff. It prioritizes reading stuff, and like that's what I like. I think the UI while reading is confusing when you want to see comments or likes. I agree. That's on the engagement point. Let's say Webtoon, GlobalComix is really bad at getting you to engage. Like just doesn't get you to engage at all. It makes it really hard for a reader to engage with any content. Like I don't leave comments on GlobalComix unless I really push myself, because I'll finish reading something and I wouldn't have been prompted by the app, even though I just basically spent my whole after like an hour reading. I won't be prompted to like something, and maybe I read 2 or 3 chapters. I won't be prompted to subscribe to a comic. So like sometimes I just forget to subscribe. I've read stuff on here. Like for context, I've read everything on here. This is my job sometimes to read stuff. I've read most, if not everything on the platform, right? And sometimes I don't remember stuff. I don't remember what's on there because like I'll read it, not remember to click subscribe. The app didn't tell me to click subscribe. The website didn't tell me to click subscribe. And then like I'll just forget about it and wander off. And that's frustrating because it means that I can't give the reader, don't worry, Kelly, you're good. I can't give the reader that like experience. Wait, is that your second account? Kylie, is that you? Okay. Anyway, like I can't give like the creator my opinion on their work. That doesn't mean people don't leave comments on GlobalComix. They do, and it's more and more that I've seen comments around. Um, it is just interesting to me that like it doesn't push me to comment, and it should. It should get me. Oh, okay, yeah, I have read everything. I just didn't. I thought you were gonna say this one. Don't feel bad, but like it doesn't push me to engage. That means creators don't often get feedback even when they're doing well, and that sucks because a lot of creators on here are doing well, but not getting as much feedback as I think they deserve when I look at their comments and stuff. Um, I also don't like this one thing, and this is a personal one. This is a very personal one, but when I read something, I'm just gonna go to the last page. I'm gonna go to the last page. When I read something on any platform, I usually want to leave one of two reactions, like dislike, end of story. I don't feel like leaving literally, and there's just too many choices for me personally, and I would love it if there were fewer reactions. Um, it does, however, and these are all the good things that GlobalComix does do. It does really well at this. It supports varied content like really well. Like say what you want to say about GlobalComix. No two things feel the same. I never feel like I'm running into the same two things every time I'm on here. And again, I'm reading everything. I never feel like I'm running into the same two things. And like like that's very enjoyable. I know nothing about whether they make money or not though. No information indicates to me that they're not making money. They're doing sales. They have systems of making money that seem to be in tandem with the creator, which I think is super valuable. Um, I think it's really great that like they have this subscription system that makes money and then pays creators. And so creators are encouraged to get readers subscribing. Subscribers are encouraged to keep the platform going. It's kind of like symbiotic. It's not forcing you to make more content. It's getting creators to engage more with their payment features to for the platform to make content so that creators can make money, so that creators can make more content. And to me, that's very symbiotic. To me. Somebody said I don't like the emojis. Like it's engagement, but I feel like they keep people from commenting instead. I agree. People need don't if you give people too much power in an engagement, they might just never comment. And I don't think that's that weird to think of. Facebook had that problem for a bit. That's why when they expanded their reactions for a little bit, but that was like not for long. Oh my God, Pearl, don't go to sleep. What are you doing? It's a Saturday. Where are you going tomorrow? Where are you going? Nowhere. I'm being such an asshole. Anyway, so all of those things for me make me think GlobalComix is also a B tier. I feel like GlobalComix and Webtoon kind of sit in the same tier, in that like they've both got a lot of strengths and weaknesses, and I feel like as long as if one of them could clean up all their weaknesses, their strengths would like be way more, way more. And let's talk about NamiComi for a bit. NamiComi is my least favorite platform. It's my least favorite of the four, right? I don't love this platform. And I think I know why. And I want to talk about it really quick. Of the four, not of all time. I If I said of all time, that'd be such a strong reaction. Anyway, let's like open one of the comics. A little bit, yeah, annoyingly more than Tapas. And I think because it's good in a lot of ways, and when it's bad, it's just annoyingly bad. I don't think it deserves it should be annoyingly bad, right? Like that, I think that's the problem. GlobalComix and Webtoon have problems, but like all the problems are small little things that culminate into like an annoying whole, right? But when NamiComi annoys me, it annoys me really very much, very easily. um, it's a little too creator oriented. Yeah, I think that's the statement, and that sounds really crazy because I want a creator oriented platform, but I just need to make sure that the platform's also going to live even when I die. Even when anything goes wrong with me, the platform should still be going well. NamiComi does a lot of really good things. We'll start from the reader experience. Like, you have a whole banner, you should be fucking using it. It's embarrassing that you don't. You've had this content, your rules thing up here for so long. Please show content on the banner. Please show comics on the banner. I don't care about using your platform anymore. Just have a button up here that says create. Have a create button, and I can click on it, and it will immediately take me to this information. As a reader coming here, this is distracting. And as someone who uses their app, the app is a lot better right now than it was before. I've been using their app for a while, but I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm opening it right now in the call, right now on this meeting. I'm gonna be so real with you again. Like it just feels weird. So on the app, one of the things they do, and I think it's on the website too. You see, yeah, you see how all the content ends here, and then there's like news. On the app, the content actually ends like here. They show me all the latest updates. They cut it off all of this extra stuff, and they show me like a bunch of news. Like on the website, there's no banner. There's no banner ad for all the content, so I can't even tell what's doing well on the platform. When I'm on the app, half of the page, half of the screen, the home page is news. I don't give a shit about the news. I'm not like I don't understand. Why is that something you need to tell me? Why are you telling me about PS5, PS4 game delays and like Dynasty Warriors? Like I'm here to read comics, my guy. Like if you want to tell me comic news, hey, I'm all for it, but there's no comic news in this. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one manga adaptation news piece. Cool. Um, That's really fucking annoying. Why is that there? It's wasting my time. But whatever, there's content. I will go read the content. When I get to the content, I realize, wow, there's lots of ways to engage. I can leave a star rating. I feel like star ratings are dead right now. I feel like we should be moving beyond star ratings, but let's leave, fine, let's work with it. They know how to do Bayesian averages. It's not going to get abused that easily, sure. Um, there's a star rating. I can follow the comic. Excellent. I love that. I love all the little tags. All these things as a reader really make me happy and show me that there's ways to engage with the content before I even read it. I think that's really appreciated. Um, and so like from a reader experience perspective, from an engagement perspective, there's lots of good stuff here. Especially because like when you read something, oh lol, it's a mature comic. I didn't know. Is this one mature? Oh yeah, it literally said Goran. I think I didn't read it. Let's see. Let's find something that is not mature. Your whole front page can't be mature content, guys. Guys, please. I've clicked on 3 random things. Hopefully, this one is fine. This one looks fine. Something wholesome. The reader is really good. It's very good. Like it's very similar to the GlobalComix reader and the Manga Dex reader. I think they're all picking similar inspirations. The way they all look, but I don't know. I know nothing about who designed any of these. I can find yours in new. I should have gone there first. But yeah, the reader is pretty good. I love that. The thing that GlobalComix does that I don't personally like is that when I want to skip around a chapter, I have to like tap on the screen and click this button to kind of the button up in the top right to see all the pages available. Um, NamiComi just has a little slider bar that I can slide around. Um, I really like that. That makes reading really fun for me as a reader. I like that I can skip chapters literally right on the sidebar, or I can close this sidebar and it's the first thing that opens. I like that like when I show up in a comic and I'm reading it, I believe if there's a comment, it's like at the bottom, right there. And so I see them, I see the comments very quickly. I can't avoid them very easily. I love that a lot. I love this comment space placement a lot. It's really nice. Um, and you know, and if you, I think on the app, if I'm reading on the app, let me just check how it is when I'm reading on the app real quick. Yeah. Yo, when you get to the bottom of a thing, it literally says leave a comment. I completely forgot about that. On the app, when you get to the bottom of a comic, it literally says on the screen with the little like NamiComi girl, leave a comment. Like that's really nice. I think that's on the last chapter you read, or just maybe it's on every chapter. But like, just making a quick check. No, it's on every chapter. Leave a comment, and then you can go read the next chapter. That's really nice. It pushes engagement, and it means that comics that may get very little engagement can get some eventually. Um, I also really love that they accommodate for the different types of devices and profiles you might have. GlobalComix does it too. These are all really nice reader stuff. Again, just the really annoying user experience of the first front page is ruining my day. Then like the engagement's really good. They support varied content in that like there's a lot of different genres of stuff on here. But I actually don't know if NamiComi supports like different types of comics. Like I think everything is vertical scroll on here. Am I wrong? Like am I crazy? Like is that everything is, or is there, are there page content? I think there's page actually. I might be tripping. There might be page. No, there is page. There is page content. There is page. It just wait. No, there isn't. No, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember if it supports page content. Someone will tell me in the chat. And if it does support like page comics, you have a page comic on there? All right, cool. That counts. Yeah, it supports page comics, which is great. It supports lots of different content. It also supports lots of different genres of content, which is great to see. And like how it makes money is like my next annoying point of perspective for me personally. I don't know how NamiComi makes money. They got $1 million like a year ago, maybe more in private funding that we didn't hear about. But like they have like some money, but the only system I can see that makes them money is if a creator opts into the subscription system that's on their website. Which why would I opt into this subscription system when I have a Patreon that I've been using for ages, right? Like I have my own private Patreon. Why would I use your subscription system? What can when I can go on Patreon and like upload videos, upload art, upload lots of different things. Do they take a cut of my Patreon money? I believe they take like a very small cut, but like that cannot be making them enough money. What if I just don't want to monetize my comic? A lot of the content just will never monetize on platform. What do you do then? Like th- my problem with like it seems like this is the sole source of revenue going into the platform. They don't have ads. They don't seem to have any other way of making money. They give away money from a contest every other month or something. Like my genuine fear is that one day they won't have any cash. And call me out. Tell me I'm being stupid. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I've missed the mark completely. But like what Rosie said earlier, it just feels too creator oriented, and there's not enough of we need to survive too that I can feel, and it gives me very little faith personally. This is not saying that they will never succeed. They probably could and would easily, but like it doesn't give me a lot of faith. Also, it has a lot less content than everyone else. The CEO tweeted how many comics that they had on the platform in terms of titles, and it has fewer comics than every other platform, and also has duplicates of comics on every other platform. And so for me, it's like, why am I even here? Like as a reader, why am I here? I could just go somewhere else and get the exact same stuff. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's why it's my. That's why it's in bottom C. Like the problem is it's still got a lot of good design and a lot of work put into it. Yeah, when someone told me that earlier, I said, yeah, fair enough. Like I'm not gonna deny the page layout thing. Every all the platforms that support page have manga left to right. All of them have vertical. Um, all of them have like all those pages that you're talking about. So I don't know. I feel like folks don't know it exists, but I don't think that makes it terrible. I mean, I think it makes it the worst of the four. I think it makes it the worst of all four of them. Yeah, of all four, I think it's genuinely the worst. It doesn't give a reader a reason to go to NamiComi, which worries me as a creative if I'm on there and I'm making stuff. Like if you have an argument for it, I'm very happy to hear you out. But this is where I am right now. Meet me where I'm at. Tell me where I'm wrong. Like I'm super happy to hear. I'm super happy to talk about it. I'm super happy to be told I'm off. I just want to be told that and not like because I can't see it. They need to give a reason for readers to come to NamiComi because right now they don't want to do original series ever. Not really a reason to go. You don't need original series. You just need exclusive content, which is like a thing. You don't need an original to have exclusive content. Um, when it exits beta, they're gonna use ads. Okay, ads don't make money right now. Ads make like 0.0001% of a dollar. You don't have to, like, again, no one should have to do exclusives. I completely agree with the CEO that exclusive benefit a platform. That's it. That's all they're for. They're to benefit the platform, and that's all. So you don't need like an exclusive system if you don't want that. If you really don't want to do original, you don't want to do exclusives, fine. Then you got to figure something else out. You got to be providing something different. You got to be providing something new. Something. Even if what you provide is just like something that the creators really can rely on. So maybe you don't want to provide any of those things. Maybe you provide like a creator workshop environment that provides a consistent feedback to the creator economy of like, hey, we really want to support you. Here are classes, here are tools, here are software, here are things that can really help you getting into making stuff. If you do those things, that's a great way to attract people and keep them. Like, there's lots of different carrots that you can play here to keep people. You may not want to keep, and like there's lots of different ways you can do this. You can even offer people who are exclusive to you just a benefit. Not that they're exclusive because you put them there, but if I know, for example, that um, Zengomono only uploads on NamiComi, only uploads on NamiComi. Zengomono's never uploaded anywhere else, or doesn't even really want to upload anywhere else, or even treats NamiComi as a favorite. I'll be like, hey Zengo, or is it Jengo? Jengo? I think it's Jen. I'll be like, hey Jengo, here is a 10% bump in your revenue. Just here, 10% bump. I'm not gonna. You don't have to be exclusive to us, but I really appreciate that you are. So we're gonna take a smaller cut of your revenue because we just know you're gonna be here the most, the longest. I think that you want to play one of these games. Oh, okay. Thanks, Senga. I think you want to play a game where you show the people in your community that they're valued and create a reason for them to stay valuable to you. These reasons don't have to be you paying people for content or you owning their stuff or you being like over promoting them, but like just making creators feel like they're part of the community, offering them something that like leads them in the right direction to feel like they want to be there works. That's me. And again, this doesn't make it the worst platform of all of them. It makes it the worst of four, which is a very high regard because there's others. And like, if no one has an argument from me, like, well, let's see. Deadass. My only argument is I have problems with Webtoon and Tapas, and I like the UI more than GC. That's valid. I think the UI is nicer. I'm gonna be so real with you. I think the UI is nicer. You see what I'm talking about, though? Every time they do something good, they do lots of really good things. When they do something really annoying to me, it's like the most annoying thing. If you really have an argument, I'm super happy to hear you out. I'm not gonna like shout you down or anything. I'm not gonna make fun of you. Like, I will listen to your argument. You can DM me privately if you don't want it to be um, on stream. You can um, put it in the stream chat. You can call me in this stream right now, and I'll listen to you. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna strawman you. I just want to. If you have an argument against any of my choices, say it. Anyway, I'm gonna move us forward, and I want to cover my favorite one that is the worst. This one is actually the worst. This is like the bottom of bottoms. Like, no, not the bottom of not like that. Not like that. So can we talk about Dashtune? Dashtune is part of a series of comics that are coming to comic platforms that are coming from Southeast Asia. Um, Not Southeast Asia, sorry. Um, no, yeah, Southeast Asia. India and I think Pakistan are where a lot of these platforms are based. I think Dashtune is based in India. I think also a website I didn't put on here, but also exists, um, is Blocktunes. There's nothing sus about being from Southeast Asia. I'm just saying that's where they've been opening. Blocktunes is also from India. These two are from India. Dashtune is an AI generated platform. It's an AI generated content platform. I just want to be upfront about it. They've recently started trying to reach out to creators to get like original content, but Dashtune's main thing is that most of their comics are AI gen. Look, look at it. Most of their comics are AI generated. They have recently been going to creators to buy legitimacy, though. They've been going to creators and saying, hey, we'll pay you for your comic. And like they're doing that because they want to buy the legitimacy of a real platform. Um, They want to buy the legitimacy of a real platform, um, and look like they're making stuff, but they are an AI generated content platform. That was their tactic from day one. Their CEO's banner is AI generated content. One of their original like website banners was only AI gen content. They're the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, in my opinion. They can't even admit that that's what they want to do. So they've been trying to buy people's content. I've had more than one creator reach out to me with the idea that Dashtune is offering them money for their content to be put on the platform, and it's because Dashtune is trying to buy your legitimacy. They want to buy you to not look like the scam corp that they are. Don't give them your shit. If you know a friend that's considering this contract, don't. No amount of money is worth it. Like, there's got to be a line for you. I know you may be broke, but there's got to be a line for you. You know what I mean? Like, these people don't give a fuck. Like, if you're broke, and you really need that money, I'm not going to judge you. I'm just going to tell you why I think you shouldn't do it. That's me. Um, like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've never been that broke before. I'm not going to say it like as if I've never had to sell my soul for something. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's Dashtoon's whole thing. They're just not legit. They're an AI, the AI focused company. They are scam NFT crypto AI. Lol Lamau. Someone DM'd me. Oh wait, yeah. Oh yeah, somebody told me. I, Somebody just DM'd me about something I forgot. They also steal people's comics. Yeah, some of the comics that they have are stolen. I don't know if it's these ones. I think the person who DM'd me can tell me if it's these ones. But they're also stealing some of the comics. They're like taking them from other websites and uploading them. I don't know if any of the ones are on here, but like, but like, yeah, they also stealing them. So they're gonna DM me if any of them are on there. Some of them got taken down. So the creators have been reaching out and trying to get them taken down, but they like, and so some of the stolen content has been taken down, but like, they also stole content. Like, it's not okay. um, if you're on TikTok, a friend of mine, Ritzy Tritzy, I think he did a video about it. Um, but like, yeah, that's how I know about this. Is I watch his video and then someone else DM'd me about it, and I know. So now I know that they just suck. They are bottom barrel. Like, no, dude, no. So yeah, in fact, let's make a new tier for them. Wait, let's change this. This is yellow. This is blue. And this is black. And then this is hell. Oh. HE double hockey sticks, baby. They in hell. It doesn't show the text, so I have to make it white. I'm sorry, but they just gotta, brother. Ooh, the stupid audio. I hate it. Anyway, that's where they go. There. Let's talk about another one that I kind of don't understand. And I want people who know more about me to tell me. But like, have you guys heard about Storygrounds? Storygrounds. The website you're looking at is like 4 months old. The original one had Webtoon canvas stories plastered all over it, and they were saying that their AI made them. Okay, wait. So did Dashtune remove the website? Like, did they just get rid of it? Did they like revert back? I wanted to talk about them. I didn't make a video about them. I've just mentioned them a few times and talked about, like, said that I don't really like what they're doing. But let me just see what Ritzy says. I'm an AI now. They got a new website. Okay. Okay. Let me wait. Can you send it to me? Or do I just do I? Is there a link I should know? Because I just went to Dashtune. Just went to their website. I went to dashtune.com. Is that like a different website, or is it like, is it this one? I don't know. Oh, it's Storyboarder. I made a video about Storyboarder. That's what I made a video about. Everyone in this chat is AI, guys. Guys, please remember to write AI in the chat. Write AI in the chat so everyone knows that you're an AI. Okay, they got rid of the website. No, I think we're good. This is what we got. Write AI in the chat so we know you're AI. What about Comic Fury? We'll get to them. So let's talk about Storygrounds really quickly. Storyground's an AI is an AI platform too. Just so I can be honest with you, they're also an AI platform. Storygrounds is really interesting because like they only have one key piece of content, this comic that is also that I believe is AI generated, and their entire idea is that um, creators make a comic and then the users will generate the follow up to the comic. Like I don't understand what the purpose of that is. Like I just don't understand. Like that's what the whole idea is. The idea is to have readers essentially write the story with the creator by generating the next couple of pages, the next couple of chapters or whatever. I just you use an AI recipe, AI banana bread recipe. I mean, that's fair. I feel like whenever people get recipes off of AI, because it's just like an amalgamation of like every recipe on here, it's never like bad. That's good. Yeah, like their whole thing seems to be like the readers generate the follow up or something. It's like really weird, but it is AI generated. They did it. They do. I'm gonna show you their questionnaire. They do like a questionnaire um on their website. When you're trying to like get into their open their closed beta, and one of the questions that it says is like, how do you feel about AI? And I just don't understand the point. Like it just right now they only have one comic. They have one comic and it's called My Boss is Ghosting Me. And like this is a thing all the platforms like them have done. We're going to talk about it with a different one called Scroll. I think I have their Twitter account here. They don't have a website yet, but like this platform isn't AI as far as I can tell. This one is called Scrolltune or whatever. They're not AI as far as I can tell, but like their whole thing, their website doesn't exist, and their whole thing is essentially like they have this one comic series that they basically are making as like the like the like main thing for the content. From when I talk to them, the readers aren't generating the comic with AI, but the creator does polls, and the readers vote for the next step, like a choose your own adventure. But could be wrong. I don't know why they're pushing the whole AI thing. Then it was really weird. Um, but like valid, if what they're doing is AI is not AI generating, but getting the creators to work with the readers to generate to like figure out where the story goes, that's fair. But that's called a comment section. Like there's literally a webtoon that does this. One second. There's a webtoon that does exactly that. Without them, let me see. Here, this webtoon is literally a freaking like they vote. They do polls. They do polls and they like write next chapters. And they do D&D rolls. You should go read this. This is really good. This Path of the Twin-Tailed Beast. The creator is really fun. Um, but like you should go read this. This does all the same stuff. It does all the same stuff as their entire website, but with a comment section in Instagram. And like also it means that all your audience goes to you. This is also one of the problems with all these like trying to consolidate everything into one website. This is the thing that NamiComi does that annoys me. Like it's also related to the NamiComi like monetization system as well. Like, guys, what happens if this one website goes down? So your whole comic, every suggestion you've ever gotten, all your fans who are only engaging with you on this one website, they all just like go kaput? What the fuck? What? Like that's so stupid. Like this is the you don't need a special website for readers to be involved in the storytelling. If creators wanted readers to be involved, they would have done it themselves anyway. And if they were doing that all through your goddamn website, how would creators build up their own Instagram profiles and Twitters and stuff? Why would readers have any reason to engage with the creator outside of the platform? It's a stupid fucking idea. Like the AI generated idea is at least better. At least there, like the reader has a reason to leave. Like what the fuck? What is with the platform wanting to consolidate all the power? Anyway, fuck you. You're going in F tier. You're going in scam tier. Fuck off. I'm so mad. Like, Ritzy, somehow you telling me that information made me angrier than I was before I knew that information. What do you mean that people have to vote on your stupid website? Are you dumb? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking bullshit. I'm so mad at this shit. Like it shows it this is like the thing I said about story. storyboarder, the software as it was doing its weird shit. It's just you need to not be in this space to act like this, right? Like you need to be such a dickhead who's not in this space, who doesn't get it, who doesn't care. You don't care. You just want to figure out how you can squeeze somebody for every dollar to make these decisions. The DBY School of Writing a Story. Fuck off, Basil. That's so niche. No one knows their names. Anyway, so that's Storygrounds. Funny. Webcomics app. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. These guys are in here because I wanted to show off my reporting. So I wanted to show off that I'm a really good reporter, and all of you should love me, and you should join my Patreon. Remember to join patreon.com/webcomics hub because I do lots and lots and lots of work that I don't talk about, and it all goes there. But Webcomics app is a scam. It's a fucking scam. They don't pay their creators. They stopped paying their creators at one point and their staff. I wrote a whole tweet thread about it, which should have been an article, but it was a tweet thread. Forgive me. It was a tweet thread. Forgive me. But essentially, like they stopped paying their creators, editors, and staff and artists. Stopped paying their creators, editors, and some of their staff for multiple months, from October until January. And then they suddenly emailed everyone like mid-January, early Feb, saying, "Hey, by the way, we're putting everyone on a 50-50 ad split." Had paid nobody until that point, and basically everyone they'd signed that was exclusive didn't get paid. I should wear a little hat with a little piece of paper that says reporter. I should. So yeah, this is the thing that happened. I have all the emails on my Twitter account. You can just find it. But like because this happened, Webcomics app is going into the scam NFT section. Okay, I just wanted you to know why they're going there. Cool. Let's talk about one more. We're gonna do one more that I don't really like, and then we're gonna talk about one that everybody wants me to talk about, which I think is Comic Fury. Let's talk about glow art. So there was this YouTube channel a while ago with creators that was called Pixels and Panels. Can I tell you guys an embarrassing thing? Can I admit something really embarrassing right now on stream? I don't know if I can. I don't know. Is this a safe place? Is this a safe place for me right now? I need to know. I need to be told. Oh, they're gone. Thank you for the affiliate anniversary. Safe place is a safe place. I can't believe it's my affiliate anniversary right now. I'm so sad about the fact that that's been years, but thank you. I love the happy affiliate anniversary messages. I logged in, Rex. I'm super hyped about that, dude. Thanks a lot for building that all up. Really good job. Um, Rex is a personal friend. Thanks a lot, Rex. I'm doing a reporting thing, but thanks a lot, buddy. This is Glow Art Company. Glow Art Company also used to be known as Pixels and Panels a few years ago, maybe like a year ago or 2 years, a year ago. They did a bunch of videos with people. They even did an interview with Tom Acko. And here's the safe place thing I want to admit. I was really jealous of these guys. I was so jealous of these guys. I was so fucking jealous. They had views I didn't have. They were talking to Tom Acko. Tom Acko ghosted my emails. In fairness, I was asking him about an active lawsuit. So fair enough. But like, they got all the stuff I was not getting. They even got to do reviews and edited videos. And I was like sitting here fucking fuming. I was fuming. You could ask anybody who knew me around the time how jealous of that shit I was. I stopped paying attention. I thought they were just doing something different. And then they started running this company called Glow Art Company. And I was like, okay, whatever. Glow Art seems like a thing that's like their personal platform goal. Good for them. Yeah, well, the thing is, the reason why it matters is this. Glow Art Company isn't what you think it is anymore. Glow Art is not even a comic platform. They were a comic platform. They got a lot of creators sent on with them. I think some of the creators are people who have been in chat before. And then like this is the website, by the way. I thought that they were just like a regular comic platform, but they also had this thing that they used to do, which was they would have people take their comics and turn them into a game, a visual novel. So every comic is a visual novel. Why is the width so small? This is the phone app, but as a website. They built one app as a website, and then they just kind of like have that. But yeah, every comic is a visual novel. That's why it says play here when you click on a comic. I logged in. But yeah, every comic is a visual novel, and you can like kind of play around with that. Man, um, it's. I just don't feel like it's doing what a visual novel should do. And as a reader, this is not a great engagement. I don't know. The website and app used to be separate. That's true. Ritzy's right. It used to be separate, but everything is like one place now. Like I don't know what happened to make this separate environment like one environment, but that is a thing. Um, it's not a great experience, and I don't blame any of the creators on here. I think they're all getting paid somewhat, so I don't think anyone's doing anything wrong. Um, yeah, this is semi-animated comics. I made a video essay about a while ago about how they kind of suck. Can they code choices? There are, I think there are like very mild choices, but not like significant. And again, this has to be like full screen stuff. Like people basically can't see part of your comic. It doesn't come with the same visual. There seems to be no animation system or structure. Um, I think I've seen choices once. I don't remember that. Also, but I don't remember if I have. You can't find the links on social media. No, the site is glow.art. The site is glow.art. We should build a comic platform, Rex. Well, I'm working with two people. You can join us. I want to make a platform. Oh fuck! I said that out loud. I will tell you guys nothing about it because it's just a rough idea for my own amusement. It'll be funny though, right? Imagine my platform and it's like a platform for people to sell pie. Ain't that every project ever? Yeah. That's every project. What is Glow? Glow Art is a comic platform, kind of, sort of. I don't blame anybody for being on Glow Art. I think everyone here has been here from the beginning. I think maybe there's a few new people. I don't think anything's wrong with what they're trying to do, but I just think it's poorly executed. I think that it's not a great experience. I don't even think it makes money, and it only supports one kind of content, and it's this kind of content that I don't think appeals to most readers. Comics are a really great way to experience content because it's your own pace that determines how you watch the movie, how you play the game. But like games like when you make a visual novel, there's like a pace that gets set by the amount of content per screen, and like that is just an inevitable part of game design. I don't think anybody making these has any game design knowledge, and that's why it's an F tier. It's an F tier. We got our first F tier. Now let's do one of the ones people want me to do. Let's do one of the ones the kids want. Let's talk about the duck. Inkverse. I don't. Oh, actually, I should say Inkverse is not on here. Like my work is a conflict of interest. We're talking about GlobalComix, but I think I started talking about them um, in a very matter of fact way from day one. So I have a really good relationship with people there. They know I talk like this. I'm comfortable with it. I can't do that for Inkverse. Inkverse is run by my friends, like people I really like, and people who I will tell the stuff I want to tell to their face. But I find it hard to talk about in public, especially when they are really trying hard to build something. And so I will not talk about them for like a while, maybe a few months, especially because they also sponsored. Um, they sponsored the last Webcomics Hub comic contest last year. If you guys remember that, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Uh, Webcomics Hub does a comic contest once a year, and they sponsored this one. This was their old logo. They sponsored the prize money for this, and um, they've supported the stuff that I've worked on. It's just very hard to talk about them. I think I'm not in a personal space to be able to talk about them with zero conflict. I think in a few months I may be there, but not right now. So that's why they're not on the list. I didn't want to talk about it, but then someone mentioned it, and I figured someone would ask me why they're not on the list, so I might as well get ahead of it here and now. Anyway, let's talk about the duck. Okay, who likes the duck? Can someone who likes the duck just admit it? I want to just know who likes the duck on in the chat. This is the duck, by the way, or drunk duck, as they used to be called. Who likes them? I just want to know. Okay, I think it was Slam was like defending them at one point. I don't know about the okay, cool. So no one knows about the website. The duck, also used to be known as drunk duck, It's an old webcomic platform. I've seen it. I do know some webcomic friends who list their comics on there. Yeah, it's very 2010s. It was designed a long time ago. It's basically free to run. It works on ads, a private ad system that you buy. I want to buy ads here, guys. Should I buy ads here? That would be fun. Anyway, maybe I should buy ads. Hey, patrons, people who give me money on Patreon, am I allowed to use your money to buy Drunk Duck ads? Am I allowed to do that, please? Can I buy an ad on this website? Let me know. Anyway, um, the Duck is an old webcomic platform. They've just been a thing for a really long time. They just existed for a really long time. So they have um they have like just like historic relevance is the best way to put it. Historic relevance and deference. People really respect what they do. I haven't been on here in so long. Um, it appeals to lots of different kinds of content. It supports as much as it can. It is a place where you can upload adult and mature comics, and it doesn't care. Like the platform really doesn't care what you put on it. It lets most things on there unless they're like completely illegal, and I just think that's interesting. It's a time capsule of a time long gone. I don't think it's a bad website. I think when it was around, when it was doing well, it was the shit. I just don't know about right now or anymore. We'll put it where it deserves. We'll make a tier for it. We'll make a tier for it. Let's make a tier at the top. We'll call it old head, old and respected. Duck tier. Don't make me call it duck tier, okay? But it's old and respected. Like I think just where it's at is like it's something that like it did a lot for us as a community, and I think shitting on it would be like a fucking shitty thing to do because I don't think it's doing anything bad. It just making a new website is expensive as hell, and so putting all this time into let's call it gem tier. Putting all this time into redesigning a website would cost them more than it's worth. It's the only website that's stuck around since the Smack Chiefs era, and like it's still doing and running and doing its best, apart from Comic Fury, I guess. Um, and I just want to appreciate them there for that because they're different. Anyway, let's talk about Comic Fury. This right here. Comic Fury is very similar to the Duck. So on the Duck, what the Duck webcomics did for you was you basically got like a pseudo website to like read your stuff on. It's still like a subsidiary of the actual website, but you can basically read your stuff um, like in a separate space, unlike most of the websites now where everything feels like it's one unified body. But Comic Fury is different. Comic Fury just offers full on free web hosting for your comic. It's full on free web hosting as far as I can see. Like it's a whole separate website you go to. Like it's like kind of like how Tumblr is with their things. It's a whole separate goddamn website. I think you can even pay money to have your own custom URL. Um, it's all in its own space. You can design it its own way. All they ask you to do is always link back to Comic Fury, and they put that in there. And I think that's really good. Why did I click on this comic? What the hell is this? Um, okay, fine, fine. Join the VC. I'll pull you into a separate VC. I'm just gonna call you Sim. I'm gonna call you Sim. I want to also say I don't like Comic Fury. Not that I think it's bad. I just think it's like it lets you choose URLs, but you can also use your own. Yeah, I was right. Cool. I'm gonna call Sim. I'm gonna call the biggest Comic Fury. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Shut up. I'm gonna call the biggest Comic Fury lover on Earth, and they're gonna tell me why I should put this thing anywhere above an F. All right, Sim. I think. Let me see. Let me make sure the kids can hear you.
Hi.
Oh, Alexa's talking to me. Alexa, shut up. Okay, they can hear you. Sim.
Hi.
Hi, Sim. Why are
Hi.
you simping
Well,
for this website?
because I think that like at this point in time, especially when people are trying to make their own websites again, that
Yeah.
it's really good.
Okay. It's really good. Oh, sorry for the jump scare, everyone. This is the Comic Fury simp. I mean, I understand what you're saying in terms of like a website,
Mm,
a website that lets you make websites. I understand like the hosting aspect, but like, don't you like we already know like some of the base problems it has. The reader experience on Comic Fury is dog shit. If someone
this is
doesn't know
fair.
you, finding your shit is impossible.
This is fair.
Like that's fair criticism. I'm not being unfair.
No, you're not being unfair.
Do you think they could do more?
I think that well, what exactly do you think that would help with the viewer user
I
experience?
think that because Comic Fury operates in this way where it's like, um, I think that because Comic Fury operates in this way where it's like its own, it's kind of just a place that lets you make websites. It doesn't, it somewhat isn't responsible for the success of your own website because it's not trying to be, right? But
Mm.
maybe there could be a way for like searching to be better or recommendation to be better because I feel like it knows everything I'm reading. Am
I
I wrong?
mean,
Does it not know?
not to my knowledge, no.
Or like maybe when like does it let you form like does it let you form like pseudo collectives? Like you're a creator on Comic Fury. Can you
Mm.
like can you and like six creators like always link off to each other in like an ad or something?
Yes, you can also, if you want to make a comic together with somebody, you can also co-author
So you
as
can
well.
co-author. That's like a built-in system.
Yes.
Okay. Does it do? Does it force ads on your website?
No.
No. So no ads are forced on your website.
No.
Okay. All
You
right.
can put ads on there if you would like to, but you're not required to.
Not required to. What? How much money do you make from these ads, if at all?
Well, I personally don't use the ads. That I think the ads are for Comic Fury themselves, and I think
Oh.
I forget what the other thing is. Some people also put ads from like what is it called? Comic what is that ad system called? I forget.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
the comic
another
ad system that one guy made like a few years ago.
yeah, it's not Project Wonderful, it's like a
Oh, it's
different
not
different
wonderful.
one.
Which one is?
No,
Oh, this is.
Wonderful doesn't exist anymore.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it got bought.
Yeah.
That's how
Comic
old I am.
ad. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how old
Comic
I'm getting.
ad.
Comic
You can
ad.
also put your own ads on there as
Okay.
well.
All right. How do you get people to come here to this website?
You either link it or it shows up on the homepage when you update.
Okay.
Or
I
you
mean,
can talk in the forum.
okay. So like, you basically have to like, you have to be an active community member to get readers. There's no organic like readers just find you kind of thing going on, really.
Now, what they do the in addition to having the comics on the front page,
Uh
there
huh.
is also a I believe a popular now, which is like
Oh,
runs,
okay.
and at if you go to the comic profile of the comic itself, it'll show you other comics that are simply like the comic. Like if you go,
Okay, so I'm on a profile, and then
yeah,
where would that
so
be?
all the way down.
Oh, all the way down. Okay. Oh, okay. I see that. Okay, that's not
Yeah,
bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Wait, you got an ad for Mafia Nanny?
I got that earlier.
Do I have to do like a review of this comics on Webtoon? No, I don't want you to advertise on my fucking videos, Webtoon. I need you guys to stop. Do I have to? I literally. You guys know how many ads I leave on the table? You guys know how many ad spaces I leave on the table? I literally have so many videos that should have mid rolls that don't have mid rolls. I put the ads on my streams on conservative, and somehow they still get me.
I'm so sorry, Mafia Nanny's coming after you.
I'm losing my mind. Anyway, okay. So why do you? Okay. So the only reason you like this is that it gives you independence, and that's it. It gives you
I think
independence, and that's all it really offers you.
Well, I think it's also the community because you have like the forum of people. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've seen like people who are either users or people who also make comics on other people's comics,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just fun. I think
Okay.
that
So it's
that's
fun.
important.
I think that's important too. I think because of what it's going for, a very supportive community is a very big draw. And I don't deny that at all. I think that's very
Mhm.
valuable. I guess one of the things I'm wondering is like, this website, is it a website?
Yes.
So like I can just do whatever I want. Like if I
Yeah.
wanted to make
You
an Ava's
you
Demon style site, I could do it.
yeah, you could code it. Yeah.
Oh, straight up, okay. I mean,
Mhm.
what is the? Do I have any limits on my file sizes?
I don't remember. Yeah, there's like a couple of different limits, but I feel like that it's at the very least not too bad.
Can I pay to make things easier on myself? Like, can I pay for better?
Can you pay for a banner?
No, for better. Like, let's say,
Oh.
let's say my issue is like, um, my issue is like, hey, I've coded my website to look perfect. It's excellent.
Mm.
I'm doing everything I want to do. I just need to be able to upload really big images. Can I pay for
Oh,
more?
you cannot, but you can custom HTML URL. Like if you have it hosted somewhere else, you can post the
Okay,
URL.
so I would just do, and then it would like visually show me that.
Hmm.
But okay, all right, all right. I can see that people are saying they have a lot of community stuff for coding and layouts and
Yeah,
stuff, and I think that's really nice. Nice. Do you really, is this like something you care about because you think it's important that we have it, and not that it's going to be successful? Like you just think,
I
I think we just need to have something like this.
I think we need to have it. Yes.
Okay, but it's not like you're like this is the future of comics.
Oh no, I don't think it's trying to be. I don't think it's trying to be either. I think because especially with how old it is, I
Yeah,
think that it's in my opinion, it's a very big staple. Not just for me, but I think that in the industry now, there's so much like mess. And I
yeah.
think having your sweet little site in the corner of the internet is very good.
Okay, no, I think those are really reasonable things. I think my biggest concerns for it have always been that like it always seems to teeter on the edge of losing infinite money,
That's fair. That
and
is fair.
like unlike Neo Cities, which at least has like a payment structure, so I know that I can
Mhm.
support it directly and also get benefits. This has nothing.
You can support Kyo, the person who runs the site on Patreon.
Yeah, but I can't get anything from that support.
You can get like I think it's just Flare.
Mm.
Kyo specifically has tried very hard not to make it seem like that you have to pay to play.
Oh, so they're trying
So
to make it look like there's no haves and have nots, basically.
right,
Okay. All right. So the Patreon is really to support, not to
right,
purchase power.
correct.
All right. I mean, I can see that. I can see why you're coping for this place so much. I do appreciate that the forum is like a very upfront thing. It's like top left of the website every time. But
Right, people. It literally is always active. It's always active.
there's no app, or is there an app that I don't know
There is not an app now,
about? Okay. So like
but it's pretty user friendly on the website though.
I don't disagree, but like I would love if more people could like actually visit your site. And I
That's
feel
fair.
like an app is a really imperative thing. Even if the app is a third party one where like I have to subscribe or whatever. Do you
That is
think
fair.
that you would like so like something I was reading about the other day, this is like a paper I was reading about. I want your opinion on this as a creator on this space.
Mhm.
I was reading about how like you could take like a list of websites, add them to, and add them onto like a feed, and make it so that an app can like access that list of websites without actually having to like be an app for the website. So an app would be able to like go like be able to essentially like go to your website, take your comic, and be able to read it on my phone. But I never actually have to have an app built for your website.
Mm.
Do you think if Comic Fury like did something like that, that would be cool? Like you'd be into
I
that?
think I think it would be cool. I don't know if Comic Fury themselves would do it, but
Yeah,
isn't that what
someone has to.
Taddy is
That's what
doing?
Taddy's doing because
Yeah.
he wrote a paper on one of them wrote a paper on their software. So I was wondering if
Mhm.
Comic Fury had a similar concept, whether that would like get you more readers. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean, I think that that would be beneficial. Also, yes, there are web rings. Some people do use the web rings.
What the fuck is
Um,
a web ring? Maybe I'm just
so a web ring is back in the olden days.
yeah.
Um, in order for you to advertise with each other, you would have this little, usually like a JPEG image. It would have arrows back and forth or a random button,
Yeah,
and
I
when you
remember that.
clicked on it, it would go to like the comic before or after or a random comic,
Yeah, I remember that. That
and
makes
then you
sense.
can see the list of the comics.
But that's it. That's all that is.
Yeah, it's
I
just
didn't know.
for
Oh, I didn't know
to
they had a
share.
name. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's web ring. Web rings are very prevalent right now with the people who are using their own websites right at the moment.
Okay.
The dark times.
And like it's just simple hosting. It's a simple little place.
Mm.
It does nothing crazy, and you also like it because it doesn't like AI content or what?
Yes, the Kyo has. They have no AI, no NFTs. They've just started quote unquote like child proofing the site to make sure that kids aren't just
Like some.
accessing whatever.
I feel like Comic Fury was one of the first places where I just randomly opened it. I got like this Thunder Universe comic is 100% porn. I
Yeah.
clicked on it by pure accident, and I was like, oh my god. So
God.
like,
You can also like if you don't want to use the person's website, there is a like scroll reader that is
oh,
built within Comic Fury where you can just read the comic that way
I
and the
would have
preview
to
the
log
comic.
in or no, I could just go to the
No, you don't have to.
profile, right?
Yeah, there should be a way to access it from the
Why
profile.
did I click on the profile of the comic? I literally explained I
Do you
didn't
want me
want
to give you my comic so you don't have to click on these porn ones?
Yeah, just tell me. I trust literally nothing on this front page. This is a Mystery Dungeon fan comic. If you are making Mystery Dungeon fan comics, you need to seek God. Not
Leave
because you've
them
done anything wrong, just
alone.
because I'm tired of Mystery Dungeon. Also, why does that look like a Trico mixed with a Feraligator? That looks good though. I hate it.
This is the
I'm
profile.
just
I
a
should probably
hater.
just
I'm
give
a
you the
hater of the
profile.
fact that they're doing well, frankly. That's what's happening right here.
It's been pretty good. I know the creator of Like Us Comet has been doing pretty good with viewership on there.
Yeah.
It's like their secret. It was originally their secret like website that they didn't tell anybody about because they wanted to see how well it did. It does pretty well on its own. I think it's like
this carries your comments over onto the thing.
yeah.
Oh wow. That's really interesting.
And it has an RSS feed, even though those are kind of dead.
No one uses RSS.
I do.
We live in the year 3000. Calm down.
True.
Okay.
You can save your place too.
All right. I feel somewhat convinced that I shouldn't hate this place.
Let's go.
Phone
That's all I
notifications
want.
can be done without RSS feeds. You don't need them. Phone notifications are good. I like phone notifications. I want to know that something is happening.
I can have an RS feed on my phone and then I get notifications.
Where do you want me to put this on the tier list? I'm not gonna listen to you, but I'm gonna let you say.
I don't know. At least a C, or maybe a gem.
I think it's at least a C. I think it's at least a C too. Actually, so you're lucky.
I think it's pretty good. I mean I get like the points that you in comparison with like Webtoon and stuff, but I feel as though that it prioritizes the community and like the comic over everything else.
No, I think you're right. I think that because it's playing a different game, and I think for a lot of people, me included, that's so unusual that it feels almost untrustworthy. But I think you're making a really good point, and so I'm gonna put it in A tier.
Yeah, let's
Go kick
go.
rocks.
Don't worry, I still love you.
That's all right. Thanks for defending their souls. You can go tell Kyo that you saved him from being put into the F tier.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. You're cringe though. Bye.
Bye.
That was really good. I learned a lot. I really appreciate it. I learned a lot. Like I've tried to understand it, but I only use Comic Fury in passing, and I don't have a lot of good opinions on it. But it was really good to hear from somebody who like really likes using it, how they feel, and what it does. Because I think like a lot of these platforms I've used regularly or a lot, but like Comic Fury the least of all. And so that was really good. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sim. You can read Sim's comic. I opened the wrong comic. You can read Sim's comic Justice Avenue or generally any of Sim's 1 billion comics. Over there, they have Untitled, an author and artist, and Justice Avenue. Go read them. They're on Comic Fury, apparently. Their main location. Not that it's everywhere else. Comic Fury is where they live. He's such an asshole. I love Sim, though. They are truly after my own heart. So yeah, we've learned a little bit. I think it actually does deserve the A. I think when you build such a supportive environment and you prioritize the community, you're offering such a different product that like judging you the same way I judge everyone else wouldn't be fair. Each individual website has to kind of be a webtoon on their own, kind of be a place where people want to engage with that content on their own. And like the creators have a lot of control. And I think that really puts it high up on the tier list. And it allows you to support lots of different content and allows it to create engagement that works for whoever wants to do it. Like it's all up to you how your readers engage with your stuff. And I think that's really good for a reader, for a creator. I think the reader experience is still terrible. And I think they could definitely do work on that. A lot of work on that to get readers able to engage with the content without feeling lost in this maze of websites. But you know, considering what it's trying to achieve, yeah, A tier, easy A tier. Also, I'm watching two people have a reunion in my chat. I'm very happy that you both found each other. Insert that Astif movie meme where it's like, "Hey, you two should kiss." I'm so old. Can we talk about? Do you want to talk about a good one or a bad one or a confusing one? I'll let you guys choose. Good, bad, or confusing. Those are your three words. Bad. You want to see bad? You want to see bad? All right, cool. Let's talk about Inker. I'll show you. I've seen Tom Scott in the flesh too. He is an interesting little man. So I don't like Inker. I'm just gonna be like upfront about it. I believe that there are a few creators on Inker who upload their content through a deal that they have with Inker, but for the most part, Inker's content is manga. So you probably don't remember them. Yeah, they're in C tier, dude. I gave good reasons. You probably don't remember Inker, but I'm gonna remind you who Inker used to be. And also, 40, if you have reasons for NamiComi not being C tier, let me do Inker, and then you can call me and you can tell me. Inker is a platform that was born out of what used to be Manga Rock. If you guys remember this website, this is like a fake version of it that a fan is running. But what used to be Manga Rock, this blue logo. Do you guys remember the app Manga Rock? You guys remember Manga Rock, the old service, the old app and manga reader? This is giving me so many Vietnam flashbacks right now. Anyway, Manga Rock had a big issue with all the pirated content, and they said that they kept speaking to creators in Japan, and they felt really bad, and so they shut down, and they started Mr. Comics, MR Comics, and then MR Comics has essentially morphed over the couple of years into Inker. If you don't know Manga Rock, then you really were under a rock. Manga Rock was the number one scanlation platform. It's doing everything Tachiyomi and every other website does. Um, it's doing every single thing it could. It used to be doing everything that every manga reader could want. Libraries, popular last week. It did lists. It did articles about those lists. It was a full operation operating out of Singapore. It was crazy. I subscribed to Manga Rock. You could pay a $14 subscription, get no ads, and like have everything you wanted. It was the perfect manga app in a lot of ways. Like this is what the app used to look like. Your Discover favorites recent. I'm gonna open this image in a new tab. Discover favorites and recent downloads. You could download every manga you were reading and read it later, right? You had like a profile that tracked everything you read and recommended stuff to you. It was like, oh my God, take me back. I wish to return to when Manga Rock was a thing sometimes because it was literally one of the most perfect of apps. It never felt overloaded. It always gave me exactly what I wanted. It was such a low barrier to entry. Like it had a list that was called Top. Like it had the thing where you could see like the top comics of all time. You could see that's for you here, all and latest. It was it was really good. For the person who said Verse said NamiComi has a nice small community and good fun creators. Creators being cool and nice communities are all that, but they're not worth that much on their own. I'm sorry. Anyway, Manga Rock was huge. It was a phenomenon in the time in comics. It didn't even, and also for context, it did all of this no website in an era when every manga platform had a website. Zero website. They just had an app. That's all they had, and it was only on iPad for a long time. Then went on to Android. They just had an app, and they were crushing. They were crushing, you know. But anyway, they shut down because of their piracy issues, and they didn't want to do anything else. They wanted to like move on and be a more legit organization. And we became Mr. Comics. Mr. Comics became Inker. And then they built the relationships with the people whose work they were stealing or was being stolen to put on their platform back in the day as Manga Rock, and they went legit. This is the tale of a lot of platforms. They Crunchyroll. They go legit after being illegitimate for a really long time. That's how Inker got created. And Inker is a combination of everything. It's a combination of content they get from places like look, they have Vinland Saga. This is an official release of Vinland Saga in English. You know, they have content like that. They have the Seven Deadly Sins, but they have like shitty organization. For context, this is Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse, 1 to 7. The way they organize content from all their publishers is so confusing that finding things on Manga Rock can be a pain. Like a couple of cuckoos is split into 10 different issues. So you don't even know if I only read a couple of cuckoos 1, I wouldn't even know to check for 11, 12, the rest of it. And look at this organization. It's dog shit. And they do this for everything. A school frozen in time is split into 4, if not 3 or 4 different things. The organization is bad. So the reader experience ends up being kind of mid to bad. The app isn't very good. They had like a bunch of monetization systems. They had this ink thing and this flame thing, and it was all very confusing. There's no real engagement because none of the people here are people. Like these are companies. A lot of people are companies and corpos, and so there's nothing you gain from commenting, and that's why there's no comment on Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. This is my fucking Captain Holt moment. This is like when Captain Holt was like, "Bone." That's me right now with Vinland Saga. There are no comments on Vinland Saga, dude. I can't. No, that should be something's wrong. You know what I mean? Like this is their top comic, Apotheosis. It's from a studio called Ranzai Studio. Um, they work with a lot of manhwa, so Chinese, and manhwa, Korean um, studios. So they do have a few of those things around. And like I think on those there's comments. I think. I can't remember. Oh yeah, you gotta unlock it. I'm sorry. You gotta unlock it. We can go to the earliest chapters. Let's go to the first chapter. That's free. I forgot. They have a lot of old school manhwa as well. If you don't know this, Chinese manhwa, a lot of Chinese manhwa back in the when um, much like a lot of Korean manhwa was page format. Korean manhwa became more scroll like around the early 2000s, but Chinese manhwa stayed in page format well into the 2000s, well into 2014. I think it started becoming more scroll around the big scroll epidemic that got everyone. But look, this comic is their top thing. This is the first chapter of the top thing. 7 comments. 7 comments. Okay? So, no engagement is happening. People are not engaging or do not want to engage. They do support varied content, kind of. Like, so this is a page format comic that we were just looking at. This is a page format comic, Apotheosis. But this is like organized in scroll. There's no way to change that. And even on the app, it's not particularly like a nice to use app. So the experience is awful. It doesn't really support varied content as much as it just allows you to upload them and doesn't penalize you. And I know nothing about whether it makes money or not, actually. I don't think it does, though. Because I don't think you guys understand this. Manga Rock crushed. In an era before everyone else was making money from selling ad-free tiers, Manga Rock was selling them like crazy. They would talk about it all the time. They would bring out new versions of the app all the time. They put so much time into the app all the time because they were making mad stacks. Stacks, baby. Stacks. And like, I don't think they've ever hit those highs ever again, ever since. I don't think they ever could, frankly, with the way they currently run. Like, I don't know. I don't think they make money. Who is Stack? No, I mean stacks, like stacks of cash. Stacks of cash. Anyway, so I don't know. I feel like Inker is like F. I think it's better than Glow Art, though. I think it's better than Glow Art. Let's see. We got Manta. Can we do in this economy? Okay, let's talk confusing. Because somebody said they wanted to see confusing. Let me talk to you about Macroverse. Actually, no, Macroverse isn't confusing, but you'll see. This is Macroverse, the Web3 comic platform. So, complete, full, exclusive. I'm going to tell you all straight to your faces exactly what I did. I don't know if I gave him this. Macroverse Media is a platform, is a comic platform. They have signed a bunch of people, and I have spoken to the CEOs. And I'm bringing this up because I'm going to be BBL Drizzy, huh? Anyway, I'm going to be somewhere in the list, maybe if there's even any recent videos of me. No, there's no recent videos because my video is old. Macroverse interview or HBO. There it is. You can go watch this. This is an old podcast. I did a podcast with them a few years ago. 3 years ago. There it is. And this was me interviewing the CEOs of Macroverse at the time. The CEOs of Macroverse, Eben and Adam. This is my shortcast series. When I really want to have deep conversations with an individual creator or CEO or person and understand everything about who they are and understand a lot of things about them, I do a shortcast. Go watch this. Give me the engagement. It's on the web. It's on the channel. I think it's a public video. I don't think I've hidden it or anything. But it's old, and it's just me talking to them and learning about what they want to do and what they want to achieve. I need to be real with you. Yeah, of course I like my own videos. Who the fuck else? If I don't support me, who doesn't support? Who supports me? Like, what do you fucking mean? Of course I like my own videos. If I don't support me, who supports me? Do you not like your own stuff? You put time into it, you release it, you don't like it? Like, you don't even pretend to like it? I like every video of mine. Every single video I've ever put out, I've liked. Yeah, Shreepy, I think you probably saw this first after I met you. Like, you gotta like everything you know, even if you hate yourself. Like it, just cause. I support myself. Exactly. Subscribe to your own channel. Anyway, back to the thing. I spoke to the CEOs. At the time, they were a very hopeful platform. Macroverse wanted to do subscriptions from the site, from the start. Sorry, someone sent me a text. Macroverse wanted to do subscriptions from the start. They're a subscription platform. I want to be so upfront with you. They used to be a subscription platform. The idea was you subscribed to the platform for a fixed fee and you paid and you got Netflix type content. Very similar to GlobalComix in some ways, but they had no free content. Everything was subscription only. To that end, they hired some of the best artists they could get and put them all in one place to make money. I comment on every one of my videos. You gotta self-glaze. You gotta glaze your own stuff. I comment so that people know to give me money. That's why I comment. I comment so people know my Patreon and my Ko-fi. I have a Ko-fi, by the way. It's for my development work. But yeah, like, they were subscription focused. But then at some point, subscriptions weren't making money. They wanted to be HBO. But much like HBO, they went to shit, in my opinion. And look, I need to be upfront. Adam and Eben, the CEOs, I think Adam's British, Eben's American. Adam is basically family, right? He's British. I must respect. Real recognize real. But like, these guys came in with a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge, but I feel like the platform didn't make the kind of money they wanted, and they pivoted to NFTs. And maybe it's making them money, but like, it's ruining the reputation of the content that they have on there, in my personal opinion. And they worked with a lot of big creators. They worked with Jason Brubaker for Remind and a few other comics. And like, I hope it's making them cash. I just don't think this was worth it. Much like HBO, they kind of suck now. They just kind of suck. I have had to block them on Twitter. I've had to block these guys on Twitter because every time I tweet anything wrong with Webtoon, they retweet me and then they go, "That's why we're building the future." If you want to build a better future, do not do NFTs. Guys, guys, I think you still watch this. Don't do NFTs. Stop it. Like, just make fucking good shit. Make a comic studio. You have the creators. You have the money. Please. This is the worst fucking thing you could have done. And it doesn't even make you money. It doesn't make that much money. NFTs are kind of dead right now. And they still are. Like, even with the resurgence, they're still dead. So I'm putting them in the fucking scam NFT crypto. I think that they're better than Storygrounds. I just don't think that they're as good as Webcomics in that range. Like, yeah. Anyway, confusing. Dilly Hub. Let's do Dilly Hub conversation. I think I read that webcomic in the banner way back in the day. Yeah, because I think I showed someone and they went to go read it. Remember when HBO had good cartoons and not purely crap and Teen Titans Go? The logo looks like the copy Webtoon's homework. They did not. I need to say this in Macroverse's defense. They did this first. They did this first. They copied nobody. They are their own thing. There's a lot of things I can say about the CEOs, about the direction of the company, but they have never been a company that tries to steal, from what I know. They've never been a thieving company. They try to negotiate fair wages. They pay people well. They operate well above the board. They really do. It's kind of crazy. Like, everything I know about Macroverse is that they operate well above board. They're just in a shit industry. Like, that's it. Anyway, let's talk about Dilly Hub. Dilly Hub is a confusing website. Let's talk about them. So Dilly Hub got $1 million from Kakao and made a garbage website. I don't understand how. I don't understand how. Also, I just want to say this. I said this a few years ago, but I never did it on stream. If you're ever making a website, please don't make your website's tagline be "Let's Dilly," because I'm British. That sounds like you want to do something bad to children. It's like a Jimmy Savile line. Like, it's like a Jimmy Savile line. Like, please don't say stop. I'm right. I cooked. I'm correct. What? Hika. No, Hika. Pay attention. A man walks up to you in the street and says, oh, blood. You know, I'd love to dilly right now. You don't think dillying, what do you think when a man walks up and says, I want to dilly right now? What does that mean, mate? Oh, let's dilly, mate. Like, I don't give a fuck what they are, bro. I don't give a fuck. You hired a marketing team. And they didn't see what was wrong with this? Nah, dog. I'm sorry. They're not from Kakao. They got Kakao money. They're not from Kakao. Kakao gave them $1 million, but they're not from Korea, as far as I can tell. They just be doing this shit. They just be acting up, frankly. Like dilly dally. That's worse, because like from a fucking like marketing perspective, you don't want the keywords associated with you be things like dilly dally. That's not a good word to be associated with you. Want some dilly with those fries? Ugh, disgusting. No, that sounds actually gross. Every British person in this call, every in this stream, I have ruined. Americans don't care about other dialects of English. Well, they probably fucking should. Frankly, they should. Okay, we don't have to take their shit like down. I refuse to be party to genocide, and I refuse to be party to America and their shitty inability to understand language. Oh no, I think I did it. No, Rosie, you're like 16. Shut up. Don't say that in my chat. Oh. Oh my fucking god. Dear God. I thought it was pickle. Why is my chat full of people who are here to torment me till the end of time? Dill pickles. Dilly pickles. All right. Any more jokes? Any more jokes? Dilly ham, Dilly Rick, Dilly pickle. Same fucking joke 5 times. I'm Dilly Rick. Oh, I'm one of you. It's the worst life I'm living. Don't be so dilly. Anyway, so. Oh wait, you are 18. Okay, so like we go onto the website. Let's like get into the website. Let's go. So let's get into Dilly Hub, like the website. When you're on Dilly Hub, you can do a few things. You have comics that you've saved and owned, and on the app you can also do these things. There's like a home page. It's not here. I can't show it to you really easily, but like on the Dilly Hub app, there's like a little home page, like everywhere else has, from what I remember. I mean, I'm logging in right now because my account got logged out. What's that, brother? Wait, what? It refuses to let me log in with my account. Okay, there's a home page and it's got content from people like Melikas, who's a creator I know. I think I've met her one time. Joy San, Lorsenal, and Square McGuire. They have like a thing where they create spaces of content. I want to see if I can show you guys my like app. Let me see. 1 second. I want to see if I can show you guys what the app looks like on my device. My silly dilly. Is everyone gonna keep making dilly jokes? Is everyone gonna keep making dilly jokes or like die? Yeah. Um yeah, I remember they were asking people to join their thing. It was so goofy. It was so goofy. I want to like go to sleep, guys, by the way. I'm like unwell. I kind of need to continue this tomorrow. Um I'm sorry. I kind of need to continue this tomorrow. Um but I don't have time to go into them today. I'm just going to say that they suck. Am I allowed to take a break and do this tomorrow? Am I allowed to do that? Would you guys forgive me if I did that? Because I need to sleep because of my hospital thing. Like, am I good? Am I good to like take a quick break? tomorrow we can continue this. I'll be back. Like, let's say, okay, tomorrow, like normal starting time. I'll announce it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, discord.com, Discord, discord.webcomicshub.co.uk, discord.webcomicshub.co.uk will get you the Discord link. We'll continue this tomorrow. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe under the thing. And like, you know, we'll finish this tomorrow. We'll finish all of this. We'll go over the last couple tomorrow, and we'll be done. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. I'm sorry. Hopefully, I'll be more well to do longer streams again. But I gave you 2 hours. I think that's pretty good. Discord.webcomicshub.co.uk. Thank you for being as supportive as you always are. See you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow,